Good morning. Welcome to Sunday's Early Morning Intuitive Guidance. This is take 2. I was yammering away and realizing nobody was popping on, and I'm like, something looks weird here. And I thought, I wonder if I'm on my personal page instead of on my business page. And I thought, well, I'm just going to finish and bump over there and see, and sure as heck. So I'm back. Good morning, Janine. Now I should start seeing my familiar faces. Yes, so technology got me again. Good morning, Joe Neal. Welcome, welcome. Glad you're here. We'll give it a minute for peeps to pop on and assemble the tribe of practical rebels, and then we'll jump into today's card. So I'll say the same stuff that I said when I was mistakenly on my personal platform a minute ago, that it always intrigues me, the series of decks that are relevant for a moment. Good morning, Gwen. Good morning, Cindy. Welcome. And they all have their moment. It kind of feels to me like the phases of the moon, right? So we'll get a series of decks that show up for a chunk of time, and then another series will show up. Good morning, Abigail. Welcome. And they all have their season, right? Well, at this point, we are kind of in the season of the Wild Harmonic Oracle deck by Gabriel J. Maryhew. And today's card's really interesting. Today's card, to me, makes it clear. I don't know as though he says this in the book, but that this is channeled information. And the reason I know that is the languaging that comes up. Good morning, Bobby. Glad you're here. Hello, Carolyn. Welcome, welcome. The language that comes up and how it kind of has a more formal feel to it. So again, my thought on this deck is that it was channeled information. I could be all wet, but that's kind of what I think. So, Wild Harmonic deck, and our card for today, very cool card, I think. It looks cool, literally cool. It's a mountain. It's Earth of Earth, and it's Ground of Being. Ground of Being. Good morning, Diane. Glad you are here. Did you say hello to Woodman's for me? So, I want you to tap your feet on the ground a little bit and then settle them in firmly. All right? So we're grounding. That's what we're working on today. Breath. Nice deep breath in through the nose and out through the mouth. Grounding with every breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Sending your roots deep into Mother Earth. Base of your feet, base of your spine, down into Mother Earth, grounding fully. And now as I read this card, see if it feels the same way to you, that this is a channeled bunch of information. So there it is again, Earth of Earth, Ground of Being, Ground of Being. As the earth energies meet themselves, an undeniable potency of presence, I like that, is revealed to permeate. So we're going to be filled with this sense of presence, groundedness, solid, all right? The meditation, stability, grounding, presence, patience, and hidden power. Outside in your bathrobe, rock on, you go. Wave to the neighbors for us. Stability, grounding, presence, patience, and hidden power. There is a sense of time that is expanded far beyond the usual fixation. I like that. So time being malleable. It's not fixed. We view it as fixed, and we do stupid things like daylight savings time and whatever. But that was my Donald Trump imitation. Anyway, moving on. Time is a construct that human beings created. Time is, in many ways, irrelevant. I can't tell you the relief I felt when, I can't remember who it was, but someone said to me, you know, Bonnie, you don't need to get it all figured out in this lifetime. Awesome. Glad to hear that. There's a sense of time that is expanded far beyond the usual fixation, seeing the rise and fall and rising again of the mountain of existence in geological cosmic time. So here's that mountain of existence. In geological cosmic time, I like that. Put those together. Though things change, this remains. This card points to both that which is most noticeable and that which is so ubiquitous as to be unnoticed. So what are the things in your life that they're just so ever present, you don't even really pay attention to them? I see that when I go to visit friends in amazing places. I'm all excited about this amazing place they live, but they're there every day. So it loses some of the luster, which is unfortunate. Unfortunate. I sit before and as this great mountain of existence and feel into its depths as itself so. Good morning, Mel. Welcome, welcome. Good morning to all those I missed because I was talking. I am made of this continuous presence, this same ground from which all things arise. Relaxing into the discovery, I let my mind wander, for it, too, every thought is made of the same power, the one, all that is, right? Oh, there it is. All that is this. To empower myself is to open to that which I have always been. Oh, I love that sentence. Hear that one again. To empower myself is to open to that which I have always been. When I'm first working with a coaching client, I will often talk about our authentic self, the self we were when we came down the chute, with all of our gifts, our abilities, our potential, the big stuff, right? That starts to get squelched pretty early on as part of the human existence, but it's all still there. It's all still in there. And so this is the opportunity to tap a bunch of that selfness that has gotten squelched in this lifetime. Set it free. Set it free. And you're going to go, how do I do that? Let's start with the breath. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Now let's try a different one. In through the mouth, out through the nose. What do you notice is different about those? For me, yours may be very different, but for me, I can take in a greater volume through my mouth than I can through my nose. My nose is a stuffy nose, so it doesn't take in as much as my mouth. So if I take in through the mouth, I can get a much deeper breath. Mess around with it. See what you learn. Experiment. Play with it like you were a little kid. And then we have our inquiry question. And Cindy, if you wouldn't mind posting this, I think this would be a great one for all of us to journal on. And if you guys haven't been noticing, Morgan, my administrative assistant, my virtual assistant, who's available to all of you if you ever want a cool, awesome person to do some stuff for you like this, has made journaling prompts that she puts up, I think once a week is how often the journaling prompts are being put up. But it's this kind of a thing. So here's the question. What power am I not seeing because it's so obvious? What power am I not seeing because it's so obvious? I'll give you some examples and it might help you think about that question. Many people who are highly intuitive don't realize that not everybody has that skill honed the way they do. So they kind of blow off the value, need hand cream, of that intuition. But really, it is an amazing gift. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you posting that. It really is an amazing gift. And to spend some time in appreciation of that gift allows it to expand. Physical things. For instance, I'm just going to pick somebody. Simone Biles. Do you think she really has a sense of just how physically amazing she is? My guess is not, because she lives in her own skin. She lives with this. She probably has some appreciation, yes, but maybe not the level of appreciation those outside of her have for her prowess, because we don't live in that skin. We don't live in that body that does all that cool stuff, right? Amazing, amazing, amazing. I always wonder, too, people who are more into the traditional ways of seeing strength and physical fitness, i.e. men, I wonder what they think when they watch someone like her, this little powerhouse. I mean, she is strong. And in fact, I think it was her. There was a video where she was challenging someone to do a rope climb using just the hands. Zoop! And this big guy that she was competing with was like, yeah, he got his ass kicked. Different way of looking at strength, right? What about, I'm going to call it the marathoner strength versus the sprinter strength. That sense of I have endurance. I can go a long time doing whatever this thing is, whether it's running, whether it's dealing with life. There are marathoners in life, right? You see these people, that's the parable of the tortoise and the hare. The hare is the sprinter. The tortoise is the marathoner. We're just going to keep going. We're going to keep going. We're going to pace ourselves. Here we go. Love that. Love that. And our big, beautiful world has room for all of it. We don't need to judge it. We don't need to say the sprinter's better than the marathoner. Or the person who peaks at 25 is better than the person who peaks at 65. Irrelevant. Irrelevant. Each trajectory is amazing simply because it exists, right? So with this card, I think part of the value of this card, let me show it to you again, is grounding in that stuff. What are your strengths? Are you fully grounded in them? Are you lifting those strengths up to benefit the world? What are you doing with this one precious life? What power am I not seeing because it's so obvious? And once you answer that question, and what will I now do with that power that I'm now aware of? What would I like to do with that power? So I think this is an interesting thing to ponder on a fine Sunday. So have an awesome day. We'll see you again tomorrow. Remember, you're capable of far more than you think you are, including discerning your own powers and cultivating them. Bye-bye.